I had various influences. One was actually a story that's kind of like personal to me and my family, but it just that's what initially inspired it, and then it just kind of grew out of that into what it is now. But Seedlings comes from a quote which I had kind of came across, and Lamha is the Urdu translation, not the direct translation, but Meher came up with that after a year of racking our brains with like Urdu titles, because the translation of Seedlings into Urdu just wasn't really kind of, wasn't sexy. We sat down with the actors and through a very exhaustive rehearsal period, and then readapted their personas that they had adopted based on the characters back into the writing of the next draft of the script to best suit them, their characteristics. And yeah, it was a bit of a lengthy process, a few months.
Amna, because she was like in character also for her thing, went through 14 days of depression, where she would call Mansoor and be like, "I'm sorry," because she had to like be in that character.
Yeah, she really was.
She'd wake up and she'd be there at 8 in the morning, and she'd leave like late at night. So that was her life for a while. So she was depressed.
I think the first 3 or 4 days of it, she was just crying like all day.
She would have a ridiculous crying schedule. Ridiculous. It would be like, okay, so Amna, so let's go over the schedule for the day. So this is the crying scene, and then at 2 o'clock we'll do the crying scene. Then we'll break for lunch, and then we have you doing another crying scene. So just cry.
Well, basically, it's a story similar to something that happened to one of my sisters. She lost a child in an accident, but it wasn't exactly that, but it was kind of inspired by that. And I just tried to create a situation where people were dealing with this scenario, and didn't make it Pakistani-centric or anything like that. It's just it's a human thing. It was just happened to these 2 people, and it was set in Karachi.
We shot for 2 weeks. Like I said, it was all very low budget, so we made do with what we could, but we didn't compromise in places that you cannot absolutely compromise in. So as you can see, usually all of this stuff is decided in pre-production.
Got it.
So with us, we're like, okay, we have Amna, okay, we have like 5 rupees, okay, we're just going to go do it, because if we wait till the day after tomorrow, we're not going to have either of these things. So let's just do it now and figure out the rest later. After the news came out about the New York City International Film Festival selection, one of the most common feedbacks, or let's say comments that I got, whether it was on like the Dawn article, or whether it was on Facebook, or whether it was on Twitter and stuff, is that "Aap log Pakistan mein kyun nahi release kar rahe? Why is everybody? What's this hoo-ha about releasing it in New York and stuff? Why does all the attention and the accolades when somebody wins an international award? Why does it come then, and why not now?" So my answer kind of then was that I understand that it's irritating, because our first intention with this film was to release it in cinemas in Pakistan. Even if we get distribution abroad, which would be great for us because we can actually pay back our investors, it's a Pakistani film, it's made by Pakistani people, and we're very passionate about releasing it in Pakistan. So my response back would be, we need people to talk about it. We need you guys to write about it. We need you guys to talk about it on the news or on blogs, and ask for films like that. Put it on, fan forums and things like that. Because maybe then the distribution industry out there, or the exhibition industry, will wake up a little bit and be like, okay, this is a film that we can, that we can bank on.